Hey everybody, how are you guys today? Well, today usually on my vlog videos, I do movie reviews. This week, however, I decided to talk about current movie trends. Now, before I get started, just quick shout out to some people who support me: Miss Felicious One, Mr. Sherman's Rage, Old Battlehorse, and the Better Lover 123. The Better Lover 123 actually left me some pretty strange comments on some of my videos. They're kind of, I'm not gonna say them because they're kind of weird, but I talked with him about that, and apparently, he was just kidding. He thinks I'm cool, so whatever. And I think a person like that deserves to be shouted out. Anyway, um, so yeah, check these people out. Add them as friends. Subscribe. The URLs will be in the description box down below. And may I say, thank you guys for all the support. Since I've been back, I've probably gotten a big upgrade in my comments every day. I think once I got 4 a day, when that beats my record of usually 2 per day. I really appreciate the support and the love. If it was for you guys, I probably would still keep making YouTube videos, but I really appreciate the community on here. It's a great community. I love talking with people, just making friends, just watching. It's a great community, and I love it. And also, before I get on my topic, I want to ask you guys something. I heard rumors about the Glee show, which, by the way, I love that. I don't love that show, but I really enjoy the show Glee. If you haven't seen that, definitely check that show out. I heard someone say that they were going to replace the cast, like except for Matthew Morrison and Jane Lynch, replace like the high schoolers. But then that's what I guess Ryan Seacrest and like the creators said. But then I heard an actress say that the creator Ryan Murphy kind of said that, but I guess he was misquoted, so I don't know what the deal is. If you guys know about the whole deal, sorry, I got an itch on my nose. Please let me know down below. I really want to know about that, because if they are doing that, pretty angry vlog next week. But anyway, enough about that. Back to my current movie trends. Let's start with sequels / remakes. I think every year we kind of have at least one sequel and one remake, and mostly we appreciate them. However, we don't want them we appreciate them if they don't go over the top. And lo and behold, they went over the edge. In fact, according to website Box Office Mojo, in terms of sequels, 27 sequels are this year. The record for year with most sequels. And I don't know how many adaptations, in terms of like adaptations from like books or like plays or whatever, or like revivals or remakes or whatever. I don't know about those. So I know you guys probably know about all the sequels, remakes, and adaptations from since this month past last month. So I'm not gonna talk about those, but I'm just going to kind of go through the list I found. I'm gonna just kind of talk about what you should be looking for coming up. In July, Winnie the Pooh adaptation, revival. Captain America: The First Avenger. The Smurfs adaptation. Then in August, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Yes, they're doing a Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I kind of thought the first remake they did was the last one. Even though I haven't seen it, I kind of assumed, but whatever. Final Destination 5. Kind of weird, because I thought it was the Final Destination was like last year, I believe, but I guess it wasn't the Final Destination, which is kind of stupid. Whatever. Conan the Barbarian remake, The Fright Night remake, Spy Kids 4. Really? Spy Kids 4? Really? August. September, Johnny English Reborn, Straw Dogs, which is a remake. Actually, that's September. October, Footloose remake, The Thing remake, Three Musketeers remake or revival, whatever. Paranormal Activity 3, Puss in Boots, which is a spin-off of the Shrek movies, A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, Happy Feet 2, I may say Puss in Boots and A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, that's November, and Happy Feet 2 and stuff. Hugo Cabaret, which is the adaptation on the book, The Muppets, Piranha 3DD. Then in December, you got Alvin and the Chipmunks 3, Mission Impossible 4, Sherlock Holmes 2, and the girl with the dragon tattoo remake. Now, I'm sure you guys are probably thinking, well, what about Harry Potter Part 2 and Twilight Saga Break It Dawn Part 1? I didn't mention those because I could kind of understand why those would get a sequel, because, you know, they're kind of continuing a trilogy. So that's why I didn't mention those, because that was what I understood. And may I say, I think a majority of the sequels I said and remakes are very unnecessary. Basically, 80% of, I want to say 80% of movies this year are probably sequels and remakes and adaptations and stuff. It's 80%. Only 20% is probably like all like a bunch of original stuff. And like, I think this kind of says something about, because people are kind of saying about how films have kind of gone down in originality, and I'll be honest with them, they're right. They really are truly right, because of all, like I said, this year is the most sequels ever made, 27 sequels. And if you have to make that many, then really originality has gone down. Like I said, when you really have to go down to the bottom of the barrel, not the bottom of the barrel, but like really down deep, and make sequels to Hoodwinked and Johnny English, you know you're not even original anymore. Like, Hoodwinked, I actually liked the first movie, but I don't know if a sequel was not necessary at all. The movie was not popular, really. And Johnny English, I haven't seen that one, but I know that one wasn't popular either. So like why would you make a sequel to a movie that wasn't even popular to begin with? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would instead of doing that, you could have just put money into something else, like something that, like I said, they're unnecessary. Like Spy Kids 4, they couldn't even get the actual actors to be in it. I mean, they got Daryl Sabra and Alexa Vega, but those are only because they, like, I guess they have some sort of like guest appearance where like they're the past Spy Kids or whatever. I don't know what's the deal. And Jessica Alba is in the movie. Yeah, Jessica Alba in the Spy Kids movie. Yeah, okay. And Rebecca Black's gonna be in a 16th century period piece. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And like I said, I just think a bunch of these things are just really unnecessary. Like, there's no need. Footloose. Why would you remake Footloose? I mean, I haven't seen that one, but even a dumb person would know you don't remake Footloose. That'd be like remaking Grease. You don't do something like that. Why would you do that? A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Really? Harold and Kumar. Well, actually, that one maybe could be interesting, but I don't know. Puss in Boots. You really had to keep that whole thing going. Shrek's over, okay? Last one was the fourth one. You don't need another one. You don't need a spin-off. We don't want any other things. If you say we're done, we're done. We don't want any more. But no, I guess, I don't know. I'll say one thing. Winnie the Pooh and the Muppets, I'm not going to give up hope on those two, because come on, they're Winnie the Pooh and the Muppets, two most beloved characters, some of the most beloved children's characters of like all time. I don't know where and if they could go on with that, because you know they're the Muppets. How can you go wrong with the Muppets? And Winnie the Pooh, they're awesome. And Alvin and the Chipmunks 3, really? I mean, I can understand the first one, I can understand the second one, and like apparently like there's shipwreck or something on the third one, and that's your problem. Where can you? I mean, I'll see it or whatever because Alvin and the Chipmunks, I'm gonna be honest, the first two I really love those, but I mean, really, what can they do with the whole plot about shipwrecked? I mean, it's not like the first one introduced the Chipmunks, I get it. Second one introduced the Chipettes, I get it. What to do with the third one? There's really no sense to do that. I mean, like I said, these I keep saying over and over again, I'm like a broken record. These are really unnecessary. This is why, like, put your efforts into something that's original, unique, and fresh. Like this, I don't know about I'm just kind of curious about what's going to be the Oscars, like the Best Picture, like this year, because I mean, I know we're only like midway through the year, only halfway there to like being the end of the year, but I'm still kind of curious, like, because I swear they're going to do this. They're just saving all the great movies for the fall and winter because it's, you know, near Oscar season and that's when everyone's looking. If you think it's a great movie, why would you need to release it that late? Couldn't you? I mean, couldn't you just release it whenever? Is that like a rule? I'm sure there have been movies released before those times that performed just as well. I can't name any at the top of my head right now, but I'm sure there has been movies that, even not even won the Oscars, at least been nominated. You don't always need to release on a certain time. At least I don't think you do. I don't know if it's like the whole thing. I don't know if like they made a rule with that, or I don't know what. But if there's no rule, then you don't need. Then don't wait until like fall and winter. That's just sucking the Oscars' dick. I mean, that's like saying, oh, here's this masterpiece right around the time of the Oscars. I mean, that's not really much sense. If you have a great movie, then screw the Oscars. Then just release the movie you want to release, and they'll pick it up if they think it's good. I think that's how it works. Like I said, I don't work on the Oscar committee. I don't even know. But if that's how it works, then don't wait until like September if that's not what you if you want the movie to be released. Don't wait until September. Just just release it whenever if you want. Like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm sure either they're saying all the good things, like I said, for September, that kind of season, or we're screwed. Because think about it. What are honestly the movies that could probably get a spot in the Best Picture category? Source Code, Super 8, that's it. At least that's what I can think of. Everything else is really not all that critically acclaimed. Like, animation movies are doing better than this. In fact, I saw the box office results, like the top 10 of the year so far. Only 2 of those, which are anime movies, by the way, only 2 of those are original movies. Everything else is just adaptation, remake, sequel, anything. It's just, I mean, like I said, some things I can understand, like Thor, Green Lantern, Fast 5, whatever. I get it. You want to keep the trilogy, or you want to start a new story. I get it. I get that. But not just because you put a name attached to it. Did I mention the Straw Dogs remake? Yeah, I think I did. Just because you have a similar name attached to the movie does not always mean it's going to be successful. Just because a brand name does not make it's going to be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about it. Really, I think sequels can be a wonderful thing, but tone it down a little bit. Sequels, remakes, adaptations, everything. You don't always need an adaptation to bring in the big bucks. Put your effort into something, like I said, original, unique, and fresh. That's how great movies are made, because they use their own material, the movie that they want to make. They didn't just find it, have someone like, okay, give me a list of 5 movies, and we'll just make a sequel of that. They didn't do that. They made a movie they wanted to make. They said, okay, I'm going to be original. I'm going to start this. They didn't just continue on something just because you, like I said, just because you have a sequel, remake, adaptation attached to the name to a movie does not always mean it's going to be a great movie. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that, really. I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, what do you think of 3D movies? Well, that trend doesn't annoy me as much, but it's still not off the hook. See, here's the thing: 3D is a wonderful device. I enjoy 3D films. At least, like 3D can be a great technology. I think, like I said, it's really good for like making things feel like you're actually in the movie, or like putting you in world and stuff. Like some movies, you need 3D. You know, some things, like I said, you need 3D for some certain things. Like Avatar, I'm sure that could have been released should have been released in 3D, or could probably should have been released in 3D. Like I said, I don't go to that many 3D movies, but I'm sure there are ideas that okay, this is a great idea releasing in 3D. But when you have a chance to put things in 2D, here's a bright idea. Why not actually leave it in 2D? And if you film a shot in 2D and it still has these kind of shots, whatever, here's a bright idea. Cut those shots or re-edit them or something. Because, like, just because you make a 3D and you can do this and people go, does not always mean that you need to do it. Just because you have technology available to you, you don't. You can use it for different occasions, but don't always rely on 3D. You know how, because it started in like the 50s and 60s, and then it disappeared for a few years, and then in the 80s that craze came back, disappeared for a few years, but there's been like little glimpses of 3D. In 2010, boom, urge of 3D all of a sudden starts coming back. Actually, it kind of started in 2009, but then kind of went into 2010. But you know why I think these start revivals of 3D and then they stop or whatever? I think it's because people get tired of 3D. We don't always want to, see, go, like, just, I mean, like I said, it's a great technology, when you want to, like, feel a certain thing. Like I said, it's great. But like I said, you don't always need 3D, like the Toy Story double feature. I mean, it was good in 3D, but you didn't need to release it in 3D. I mean, you could have been just great in 2D. The way it was released, 2D. It was great in 2D. I mean, it was good in 3D too, but it was awesome in 2D. You don't need, and I think, like I say, action, fantasy, and horror films. I get it. You want to use 3D. You want to make the world come alive. I get it. But for certain things like kids films, like Megamind, Despicable Me, whatever, shoot that in 2D. You don't always need it's computer animation. You don't always need computer animation to come out at you. It already looks freaking cool. Why do you need 3D? I mean, like I said, Clash of Times last year. I talked about this a few vlogs back. That didn't need to be released in 3D. It didn't add to the experience. It was just, I mean, it was good, but there was nothing. The 3D didn't put me into the world. I mean, it was the movie was good, but it didn't put me into the world any deeper than it would have been in 2D. If you released in 2D, I could have just been sucked into the world just as easily. And I think dramas. Apparently, they're gonna do dramas now with 3D. Really, that kind of makes no sense. Comedies. Unless you're going to do something creative, like Jackass 3. I didn't see that in 3D, but there's probably a business behind that. It's creative. You can do a lot of things within, whatever. But comedies, you don't always need to make comedies 3D. Like Yogi Bear, Gulliver's Travels, you don't always need that. You don't, just film something in 2D. You don't always need 3D, And also, these new thing, having these concert films in 3D. It's kind of, when it first started out, we were kind of intrigued, we haven't seen Contra 3D before, but by the 6th time we have to see someone go, oh, and reach their hand out like this, or throw a guitar or something, and everyone's like, oh, that's so real. Stop that, please. You don't always need a concert in 3D. I mean, like I said, I think some IMAX, I don't know IMAX, but that's, whatever, you want to release in IMAX, whatever, but you don't always need to release things in 3D. Just let a movie play out in normal 2D. And also, another thing I hate it when sequels do it when the other movies haven't. Like Resident Evil Afterlife, Jackass 3D. Actually, I haven't seen the Resident Evil Afterlife, but I've seen the first two, so I digress. I can understand those two, because, you want to try the new things. I understand that. But other sequels, if you haven't done 3D before, or with the first couple movies, here's an idea. Don't use it. Just do 2D. Like I said, 2D is not bad. 2D is your friend. I'm not saying 3D is the enemy. Like I said, when 3D is good, it's good. But you don't always need 3D. Let a movie play on 2D. I mean, I don't know what else to say, actually, because I'm just going to keep repeating myself. But, like I said, you don't always need 3D. It's just, I don't know what else to say. If I don't have anything else to say, I probably should just shut up. You probably well, turn this up, get the hell out of here. Okay, so I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down below. 1, what's your favorite sequel of all time? Number 2, what's your favorite remake of all time? 3, what's your input about the whole increase in sequels this year? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think that, the movie industry is fine, they could just keep producing sequels or remakes, it doesn't, just because whatever. Or do you think, like me, no, I mean, sequels are good, but don't have too many, just put your money into something unique, original, and fresh. 4, what's your favorite 3D movie? What's the movie that you thought used 3D the best? And 5, what do you think of 3D? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Like I said, I'm on like the middle. Like I like it. I like 3D, but when it's used, when it's necessary. When it's not necessary, then I mean it's still good, and I don't know, but it's still not necessary sometimes. And usually I don't see a bunch of 3D movies, so I don't know. But sometimes just because you have 3D does not mean you need to use it. So are you like me? Are you like, I like 3D, but you don't just need to use it? Are you like, well, screw 2D. 3D is awesome. 3D is the future. Or do you think, no, I don't like 3D just because you can make your arm go like this and make it seem real? It doesn't add anything in your opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know down below. Well, I guess that's it. I guess I pretty much wasted your time, so I'm gonna go now. See ya.